Rosalie was inside the academy. She walked up to the cafeteria to get her lunch. It was Sloppy Joe's burger with mashed potatoes and other stuff. Rosalie took in a deep breath and sat down at the tables. "Hey," a deep voice said. Rosalie looked up to see a mammoth was the one who spoke. "Who are you?" he asked her. "Well," Rosalie started to talk. Kid Wicked's ears perked up at Rosalie was at the Hive Academy and looked to see Mammoth, who was asking Rosalie. "I'm Black Rose," she said. "Black Rose?" Gizmo joined in when he noticed Mammoth asking Rosalie on who she is. "I've never heard of that before. What are your powers?" Gizmo asked. Rosalie smirked wickedly as her fingernails shot out thorns that nearly hit Gizmo. "Yeah, don't let me be a thorn in your side," Rosalie said, as Gizmo and Mammoth saw a black rose tattoo on Rosalie's neck. "Well, she's something," Seymour said, as he looked around Rosalie. "Never heard of anyone named Black Rose before." "Why not we see how she does at combat practice?" Billy Numerous said. At combat practice, Rosalie showed off her powers and moves while getting through the obstacles that crossed her path. Brother Blood was amazed, and so were the other students. "Damn," Madame Rouge said to Brother Blood. "She's impressive. She is sure an interesting villain. Sure she does make the cake." Brother Blood walked into the arena to see Rosalie with Mammoth, Gizmo, and Billy Numerous. Rosalie thought she was in trouble. "You destroyed my drones and my stuff, young lady." "I am not surprised that your powers are strong, but amazing," Brother Blood praised Rosalie, which made her smile. "Thanks," Rosalie blushed. "Great place you have, Mr. Blood. Brother Blood." Brother Blood shook Rosalie's hand. "At your service. You must be Black Rose." "Yes, that's me. Black is one of the colors I like," Rosalie replied, as Brother Blood smiled. "You, Black Rose, are free to go and do your own thing. Mammoth, Gizmo, and Billy Numerous, come with me," Brother Blood said, as Rosalie teleported out of the combat practice zone. As she walked down the hallway, she was suddenly pulled into a room by Kid Wicked. Rosalie was about to scream when her mouth was covered by Kid Wicked's hand. "Don't scream, Rosalie," Kid Wicked said, as he uncovered Rosalie's mouth. She looked to see Kid Wicked, who was the one who pulled her aside. "Kid Wicked, you surprised me," Rosalie said, as Kid Wicked looked to make sure no one was around. Then he turned to Rosalie. "I pulled you aside because I need to talk to you," Kid Wicked said. "I hope you can understand me. And no, you're not in trouble." "Sure, what is it?" Rosalie asked as she got up. "Okay, first of all, just call me Kid if it makes it easier for you to say. And second, Brother Blood has put me in a room not far from yours. Are you okay with that?" Kid Wicked asked. "Sure, I'm okay with anyone who is a roommate. Well, beside me, that is. Like, room-wise. I would say no to any guy, but you're different," Rosalie replied. "Why you asked me about kinda almost, being a buddy with me?" "It's just," Kid Wicked didn't really know what to say, but he sighed. "Okay. Long story short, my ex-girlfriend and I broke up." "Okay, so you both broke up. What's that about?" Rosalie asked. "I hope you understand when I tell you why. Because my girlfriend's friends do know about it," Kid Wicked started. "My ex Angel and I got in a fight. She said that I was going to cheat on her with you, and I said to her that I wasn't planning on doing that, and the reason is that I'm a loyal person, mutated male person." "Why would she say that? You can't just date another girl without breaking up with whoever one you're with. That Angel girl must have given me dirty looks when you looked at me as you had a crush on me," Rosalie said. "Angel also told me to stay away from you. She would kill me if I was near you." "That bitch," Kid Wicked growled. He didn't want to see his friend getting hurt. "That bitch better not hurt you when we do things. I'll be by your side, Rose." Rosalie hugged Kid Wicked, was saying thank you to him. When Billy Numerous along with Seymour showed up, they heard about what Angel was planning on doing to Rosalie if she didn't stay away from Kid Wicked. Damn, Angel is a bitch. Kid Wicked sure had to handle that for a long time. and she spreads rumors about random shit, Seymour said, as Kid Wicked looked at Rosalie, as he was cornered that Angel would hurt his friend, that he saved at least 3 times. I'll ignore her. She gives me dirty looks anyway, Rosalie replied as Billy Numerous looked at Rosalie. She's something, isn't she, Billy? Billy Numerous made a second copy of himself. Yeah, she must be with Kid Wicked since he saved her 3 times, the other Billy Numerous clone said. Kid, are you okay? Seymour could tell that Kid Wicked was having some sort of daydream on Rosalie, but he doesn't want to show it. I could tell someone likes you. We're just friends, Rosalie replied for Kid Wicked. Look, Black Rose said it for me, Kid Wicked nearly shouted at his friend. Rosalie looked at Seymour. Billy Numerous looked up to see surprised how Kid Wicked. This was the first time Kid Wicked even spoke a word to Seymour and Billy Numerous. Kid Wicked, can we talk? Gizmo asked. He heard about the commotion was along with Mammoth. Maybe we can get him to talk more. Why doesn't he talk much? Seymour asked. I guess he just talks when he's with Black Rose, Mammoth said. He was confused and so were the others. Can he say anything? Gizmo asked. Hey kid, can you tell me if you know this girl? Kid Wicked didn't answer to Gizmo. Hey, do you know Black Rose? Gizmo yelled. Yes! Kid Wicked replied. His yelling scared Gizmo. Shouting isn't going to help Gizmo. He can't speak when he wants to, Rosalie replied. Don't force him to do something that he doesn't want to do. If you can get him to talk to you, I am sure I can get him to talk to us. Seymour grabbed a piece of chalk and wrote a word on the chalkboard. See this for example. Man-witch. Man-witch, Kid Wicked said. He took the piece of chalk in his hands, and then he started to draw and scribble on the chalkboard. Man-witch, man-witch, I want man-witch. Rosalie laughed when Kid Wicked was being silly by saying the word man-witch. Seymour knew Kid Wicked was out of control, so he took the piece of chalk away from Kid Wicked. No, 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 Seymour said as Kid Wicked took the chalk back from him and repeated why Seymour said that. No, 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 Seymour said. Kid Wicked and Seymour were then roughhousing a bit when Rosalie took the piece of chalk from Seymour, and she prefers that she'll teach Kid Wicked. Excuse me, Seymour. I'll teach him from there, Rosalie says. Rosalie began teaching Kid Wicked certain words, and even giving him some private English classes. He seemed to go through very well, and, with Rosalie being Hive, he was starting to like her. After at least a couple of days of Rosalie being in the Hive Academy, Kid Wicked has learned a lot from Rosalie by teaching him a lot about the things that she knows. Kid Wicked was eating lunch with Rosalie when Seymour saw the Hive was having a dance on Friday. He looked up to see Kid Wicked and Rosalie having fun. You like Man-witch so much, do you? Rosalie said, as Kid Wicked nodded. He was eating really messy. I sure do. I can tell how good this Man-witch is, Kid Wicked replied, as Seymour got close to Kid Wicked. Kid, can I talk to you alone after lunch? Seymour asked. Of course, Kid Wicked replied. After lunch, Kid Wicked was in his room with Seymour. There's this dance coming up on Friday, and I was thinking, since your ex-girlfriend Angel dumped you, this could be your chance to ask Black Rose out on this date. Really? Kid Wicked was surprised. Well, I don't even know if she rejects that. She won't reject that offer, Kid Wicked. I know she's the one, Seymour replied. You really mean that? Kid Wicked asked. You think she'll say yes? I know she will, kid. We just gotta get you practicing on asking her, Seymour said, as he took a deep breath. Alright, pretend I'm Black Rose. Now you ask me to go out with you. Black Rose, will you go with me to the Hive dance? Kid Wicked practiced asking Rosalie to dance with him. Yes, Seymour cheered, sounding more high-pitched. Now you know what to say to Black Rose. Alright, when should I ask her? Kid Wicked asked. Right now in her room, Seymour said. Meanwhile, Rosalie was in her room, lying on her bed when her communicator began to ring. She picked up her communicator and it was her father and mother. Hello, Mom and Dad, she said. Hey, Rosalie, we're just checking on you, Robin said. So how's the mission? Well, Nothing much is happening yet, but from what I've heard, they're doing something. I will listen for more info, Rosalie said to Robin and Raven. She talked to her parents for a couple of minutes. Well, be careful, Rose. You know how dangerous the hive can be, Raven warned her daughter. I'll be careful, Mom. I love you and Dad, Rosalie replied, as a knock on her door startled Rosalie. I gotta go, Mom and Dad. All right, Rosalie. Take care, sweetie, Robin said. We love you, Rose, Raven added. Bye, Mom and Dad. Love you, Rosalie replied as she looked at the door. Come in, she said, as Kid Wicket opened the door and walked in. Hey, kid, what's up? Rosalie asked. Hey, Rosalie, can I talk to you about something? Kid Wicket asked her. I want to ask you something. Well, two things to ask you, actually. Sure, what is it? Rosalie asked as she got out of bed. Let me ask the first thing. Kid Wicket sighed as he walked to face Rosalie. Would you like to go with me to this dance on Friday? Why, of course I'd love to, Rosalie said as she hugs Kid Wicket. Now, what's the second thing you were going to ask me? Well, since I broke up with my ex, I was wondering if you would, well, like to hang out together sometime, Kid Wicket asked. He was scared that Rosalie would say no to the second question. He stood there in a daze for a bit. Of course, kid, Rosalie replied. With that being said, Kid Wicket sighed in relief. Wait, did you say yes? Kid Wicket asked again. Yes, I did, goofball, Rosalie chuckled as she kisses Kid Wicket's cheek. His cheeks were blush pink, bright pink as he smiles. If my parents find out about us, well, hanging out together, they would say that villains can't be in love with heroes and vice versa. Well, if that's the case, they'll just have to deal with it, Kid Wicket replied. And besides, if they don't like that we're hanging out, then guess what your parents can do? Well, what? Kid Wicket asked. Rosalie asked Kid Wicket. I hope you're not going to wish death or anything on them. No, Rosalie, why would I wish death on the Teen Titans after I met you? Kid Wicket began. I used to be wanting to destroy them years ago, but that stopped when I saved you 3 times. I couldn't get myself to destroy them. Wow, Rosalie was surprised. You wouldn't hurt my parents. No, now that I hang out with you more often, I would never hurt anyone in your family. Kid Wicket pulled Rosalie close to him. I'll protect you with all of me, even if your parents don't like it. I'm glad you respect that my family is the Teen Titans, and I'm glad you wouldn't hurt them, Rosalie replied, as Kid Wicket and Rosalie both looked at each other. They ended up being close for a while. He even kissed her forehead for the first time. I really like you, Rosalie, Kid Wicket said to his girlfriend. I like you too, kid, Rosalie replied. When Friday came, it was time for the dance, and that was being held at the Hive Academy. Rosalie was getting ready for her date with Kid Wicket. This is so exciting, Rosalie said as she put on her black lipstick with black eyeshadow. Today's the day, kid, Seymour said as he was in a bathroom with Kid Wicket in his room. Kid Wicket was taking a shower. You are going to do great at this dance with Black Rose. Yeah, I'm going to, Kid Wicket replied as he washed his hair. You know her name is Rosalie Grayson, but I had to keep her identity a secret, as I know her very well. Like you saved her 3 times, and you know her name, Seymour said as Kid Wicket finished his shower, grabbed the towel and wrapped it around his lower half of his body. And I know she's one of the Titans, but what you just told me, you'll keep her identity a secret? I'll keep it a secret too. Ew, as you can keep it a secret. Of course, I'll keep it a secret. Billy Numerous said that I'm the match for her. Kid Wicket dried his hair, and as he brushed his hair, if Angel gets her hands on my Rose, I will tell her to back off. Kid Wicket then got dressed, after brushing his hair. Seymour, how do I look? You look great, Kid Wicket, Seymour said, as he smiled at him at the mirror. Billy Numerous and I will keep Angel away from you and Rosalie, so no worry about that. Are you sure about that? Kid Wicket asked. I don't want shit to hit the fan. I also really like her more than anything. You could trust us, kid. Now you should go and take her to the dance, Seymour said. I think it will make you feel like a man. Really? Kid Wicket asked as Billy Numerous showed up. I'm not sure if I can do this. Sure you can, kid. You asked her to be your girl. Well, I mean, her friend, Billy Numerous said. Hey, you said girlfriend, the other clone said. Yeah, Seymour said. You could do it, kid. Now it's time to shine your light to her. Alright, I'll do this, Kid Wicked replied, as he got his gloves, boots, and underwear and cape on. Maybe Kid Wicked should, well, you know. Billy Numerous chuckled, grinning as Kid Wicked looked at Billy Numerous with a stern look on his face. Wait, no! Oh, Kid Wicked said in annoyance. I am disgusted on... Not really disgusted, but I'm kind of getting the feeling of what you're going to say, Billy Numerous. Rosalie is 14, and she's not old enough for that kind of stuff. If she was 18, that's different, but hell no, I will not be doing any of that to her until she's of age, of consent, basically. Because what you're planning on doing, well, not doing, but saying is just wrong and sick in the head. Alright, sorry, kid. We were just kidding, right, Billy? Billy said to his clone. Yeah, go do it, kid. You can do it, Seymour said, as Kid Wicked teleported himself to Rosalie's room. Rosalie was in her room all ready to go when she was waiting for a date to take her. Hello, Rosalie, a voice said. Rosalie looked to see Kid Wicked lying on her bed. Oh, you teleported yourself here, Rosalie chuckled. I know your powers very well. That you're right you are, Rose. You ready to head to the dance? Kid Wicked asked, as he got off of Rosalie's bed and took her hand. Yes, Rosalie replied, as she and Kid Wicked both teleported to the dance that was being held at the grand hallway. Rosalie was amazed at what the dance had to offer. There's a lot of food and stuff to go around. Here's our table. Kid Wicked pulled out a chair for Rosalie to sit. Thanks, Kid Wicked. Rosalie sat down beside Kid Wicked. Billy Numerous and even Seymour also sat down. They all talked about for a bit and ate their dinner. When dinner was finished, a slow song was coming on. Would you like to have this, dance, Black Rose? Kid Wicked said as he held out his hand for Rosalie. Well, I don't know what to say, Rosalie said, as she chuckled. Then she took his hand. Yes, I would love to have this dance, she replied, as Kid Wicked slowly takes Rosalie to the dance floor. Now, Rosalie, do you trust me on this dance? Kid Wicked asked her. What did you say? Rosalie asked. Do you trust me? Kid Wicked asked again. Yes, Rosalie replied, as Kid Wicked teleported him and Rosalie to the air, and they were dancing on air. Rosalie was pulled closer to Kid Wicked while dancing in the sky. She looked at him as Kid Wicked kisses her forehead. I'll always protect you, he says. Kid Wicked teleported himself and Rosalie to his room in the academy after the dance. I have this to say, kid. You do know how to dance in the air, Rosalie said as she wiped away her makeup off. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I was never good at dancing until I was with my ex-girlfriend. But when you showed up, you made me not so embarrassed of dancing, Kid replied as Rosalie laid down on his bed. Of course, Kid actually just sat beside her. So what are you here for? My parents have sent me on a mission to find out what the Hive and the Brotherhood of Evil are up to while teaming up, Rosalie replied. My mom called me on my communicator, and she and Dad told me that I could come home when I found out. Well, I could tell you what they're doing, but myself, Billy Numerous, and Seymour will not be a part of it, Kid Wicked replied as he crossed his arms. Why is that? Rosalie asked. The Brotherhood of Evil, along with the Hive, are working together. They're going to destroy the Teen Titans, Kid Wicked said with an sad expression on his face. Your family's in danger. Pass this message on to them, and I'll get out of this mess. Alright, thanks, kid, Rosalie replied as she kisses Kid Wicked's cheek. I'll see you around whenever, she says before teleporting herself back to the tower. Rose! Renesmee and Violet both said as they gave their older sister a hug. We were worried, sis, Renesmee said. So, Rosalie, what did you find out? Robin asked. The Brotherhood of Evil and the Hive are planning to destroy us, Rosalie replied with a warning. We'll have to come up with a plan. When you find out more when they will attack us, and we gotta make sure we're all ready for the fight, Robin replied. We're glad you're safe, Rose, Raven said as she hugged her daughter. Rosalie hugged her mother back in the middle of the night. It was around 2 in the morning later on, where Kid Wicked had teleported himself to Rosalie's bedroom. He was quiet as he can without waking up Rosalie. He placed a gift for her on her dresser. Good night, my Rose, Kid Wicked whispered, before teleporting back to the Hive Academy, before being spotted.